Hi there, I'm Andrew Hemming, and today let's look at a way for you to supercharge Romanian deadlifts. So Romanian deadlifts are a fantastic way to really go and hammer your hamstrings, but they're also an exercise that's quite easy to cheat. And as a result of this, you don't get the full benefit that you could get. And so there's two common ways that you can cheat. The first one, and I've been guilty of both of these, the first one is to turn it into a squat. And so what you'll see people do is they'll come down into the Romanian deadlift, and then from here, they'll lose the hamstring tension, let the knees bend, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm just doing a quarter squat, standing up. And what ends up happening is you can lift way more weight that way. It's easier, so the body naturally goes that way, and before you know it, you're just ego stroking and you're not getting any extra benefit from the lift because you're just kind of quarter squatting it up. And so the knees going forward at the bottom here, losing that tension and then quarter squatting it is not going to be an effective way if your goal is to target the hamstring, which is why you do Romanian in the first place. Another mistake, and this is something that's a little bit more subtle, and this is actually sitting back too far. And obviously we want to sit back. We're not trying to, lean forward when we're doing the Romanian, but if we sit back too far, it's a more subtle thing, but it will start to take the tension off the hamstring. And so sometimes you'll see people that'll be here, and again, it's not that that's bad, and it's way better than first mistake, but it still is taking tension. So here's a way that you can fix both those problems. And so what you want to do is go to Home Depot or something and get one of these wooden dowels, and you can set this up in the power rack. And you will need to pay attention with the length of this. So this dowel is perfect because I can sit it on the safeties here, and it's not interfering with my lift. Okay. Now the other thing that's going to be a little bit tricky with this is that in order to do this, I'm now on the way this way, so I'm actually going to have to do the exercise backwards to get this practice. So if I come around the rack here, what I'm going to do is take the bar out, okay, and then come up so that this is right mid-foot, okay, where we want the bar to stay. Now my goal when I'm doing the Romanian is to be able to sit back, okay, but to try to keep, so I'm barely just kind of brushing the stick with my legs. And so on the way down, if I sit too far back, I'll notice because I'll feel my shins pulling far away from the stick, okay? So that's mistake number two. And then if I make the mistake at the bottom of bending my knees to get myself up, the stick will move. So the idea, again, is that the stick will let me know if I move forward or back, and it'll give me that instant feedback. So I just want to be right here, coming down, trying to maintain contact with the stick, and on the way up, fighting against the temptation to lean back or forward, okay? And you will make mistakes, and you will feel the stick, and the nice thing is if you bump this, you'll know you bumped it, but it's not going to interfere with your lift. But it's a way that you can really get the tension so your shin stays perfectly vertical and you absolutely hammer the hamstrings. Enjoy.